Hello fellow MACC racers. The purpose of this little video is to show everyone how to properly use the new MACC gate card. If you have been a gate judge before, you know that the new gate card is very different. The new MACC gate card relies solely on diagrams to document the race. This changes how you, the gate judge, document the race. So let's take a look at the card and how to use it. Beyond the use of diagrams, there is another major change. The new gate card has a run 1 side and a run 2 side. It is important to capture disqualifications on each run. This is important in the calculation of racer handicaps. To recap, the two major differences between the new card and our old card are we rely on diagrams to document disqualifications, and we want to capture run 1 DSQs and run 2 DSQs on the appropriate side of the card to help the handicap system work correctly. So how does the gate judge use the new card? First, the gate judge needs to identify themselves. This is needed so that the race jury can find you in the event that a racer disputes the results of the race and the information on your card is called into question. There is a special block on the run 1 side of the card where you identify yourself. In this block, there is a space for your name, your bib number, and the date, course number you are working, and the day you are working. This information helps us keep your card with the correct set of results. The next thing is that the gate judge needs to draw a reference diagram of the gates that they are observing. If you take a good look at the card, you'll see down here in the upper left-hand corner of this card that there is that. Draw a sample diagram of your gates. This is where that goes. Here's what would happen if I were to be gate judging a simple segment that looked, a sequence that looked like this. Simple little offset goes into a hairpin. The next thing to do is to draw in the line of correct passage. The correct passage line represents the fastest legal line through the gates. So here's how I would draw the correct passage line. So there you have the correct passage line. So now let's take a look at some of the common disqualifications you might have to document. Let's look at someone missing a gate. So here's the same sequence of gates that we drew in our reference diagram. So let's say that we had a racer who took this line. Clearly they missed this gate right there. They went on the wrong side. So if that racer was number 72, you would simply write down next to that line. Suppose someone else came through and took that line. Let's say that was racer 49. You just simply share the diagram and write down number 49. That's an important idea. Anytime you have similar DQs, they can share a diagram. Another important type of disqualification is the straddle. So in a straddle, what happens is that you have the racer not getting both skis and boots around the pole. Here's our diagram again, and let's say that the racer took the following line, and let's say they drifted down, and instead of crossing this plane of this gate, they got one ski on this side and one ski on that side. Let's say that's number 170. By showing their passage and then drawing in the two parallel lines on opposite sides of the gate, you show the straddle. So suppose that we had someone else came through and went around these gates but committed the straddle up here. Let's say that's number 65. Use those parallel lines on opposite sides of the gate for the straddle, and again, we're sharing the same diagram. The last thing I want to show is how to document lost equipment. A racer must have both skis on throughout the course. Cannot lose a ski in the course. So let's take a look at how you would show that. So suppose the racer did this and they lost their ski right there. Let's say that's racer 53. All you have to do is put a little mark on the card where they lost the ski. Suppose someone else lost a ski in this gate. All you have to do is show on your sequence of gates where they lost the ski. And again, we're sharing the same diagram for people who have the same fault. One final thing about the gate card: if you run out of space on either side of your card, please do not simply flip to the other side as you would be documenting DSQs in the wrong run. What we need you to do is simply use another card and record the additional DSQs on the correct side of the additional card. So here is what my card might look like if I were gate judging. You can see that I've got missed gates, I've got straddles, I've got lost equipment. I'm sure you realize that this is not an exhaustive course on how to be a gate judge. The goal was to introduce everyone to the right way to document your gate judging observations using the new gate card. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. I'd like to share with everybody two great resources that live on our website. One is the MACC rule book, and you can find that under the MACC pick on the main menu. The other one is the Gate Judge cheat sheet. Every job in MACC has a cheat sheet for it that tells you exactly what that job entails. The one for the Gate Judge has been recently updated. Thank you very much for your attention.